Hi everyone, welcome to Football Corner. First of all, in this video you'll know the whole truth about Messi, Ronaldo, Benzema and many other footballers who dated with famous celebrities like Kim Kardashian. There's a crazy man you see footballers don't just play the game. They back lifestyle too, supercars, expensive cribs and freaky celebrity women. Sometimes it's great. They're blowing up our feet and all of the romantic stuff. But other times it can get messy and out of control. Like our boy Neymar Jr. a few years back. Because his love for his celebrity partner almost ruined his love for the game. When Neymar was still at Santos, he was always starting out and people were just beginning to know him. Dude was becoming really popular and pretty soon he had chicks from all over Brazil dying to get into the action. But Neymar wasn't concerned with any of that and decided to focus on the game. Until one day in 2012 when he came across the woman that changed his life. See, Neymar was out chilling with his guys at Rio Carnival in 2012 when he looked across the park and saw something that immediately caught his attention. There she was, looking stunning. Neymar knew he didn't have a choice. A girl like that at a carnival, there's no way a homeboy ain't pulling up to get her digits. But as he got closer, Neymar realized her face kinda looked familiar. He had seen her from somewhere and couldn't really remember. Until reality hit him, and as he tapped her on the shoulder and she turned around, Neymar instantly recognized this wasn't no ordinary woman, it was a celebrity hangout. Bruno Marquezine is one of the most popular actresses in the world. Her Instagram has been backing 44 million followers. Amazing! Neymar is one of the hottest kids in Brazil. And Bruno, she was an acting sensation. So, when they finally met it was like destiny. And they hit it off immediately. But just 1 year later, in 2013, they had a major issue and decided to call it quits. See guys, the World Cup was a couple of months away, and Neymar was Brazil's main guy. So, when he and Bruno broke it off, and it left him heartbroken, the whole of Brazil was rooting for them to get back together. And with a few weeks to start the World Cup, Neymar and Bruno became a thing again. But the relationship was rocky, full of ups and downs. And in 2016, they had another fight and separated. But they settled the issue and became a couple again. Now the cracks were beginning to show. Neymar was a superstar athlete and she was a stunning actress. But between the training and repairing PSG to pulling off movie sets and costume changes, they just couldn't work it out. And in 2018, they ended things and this time there was no coming back. After a final breakup, Neymar called his old buddy Barca Gerard Piqué. Then they got talking and that's when Pete gave him a lowdown on how to deal with a celebrity breakup and sent him a book on his love life. Ferraris, Twingos, Casios and Rolexes. Twisted. Well, here's the deal. In 2010, Piqué was part of the Spain team that won the World Cup in South Africa. But just before the opening game, Piqué got the news that Colombian pop star Shakira was going to be performing her World Cup hit, Waka Waka, at the opening ceremony. So he stayed behind to watch and was impressed. After the performance, they met in backstage and hit it off. But Piqué knew after that night his chances of meeting her again were real slim. So he made her a promise he knew just to keep it. If I have to reach the World Cup final just to see you again, I'll make sure Spain makes it. This was hard and it was about to begin with other. Because Spain lost their opening game, but Piqué was determined to make it for Shakira and become a part of the team that could see just the goals on their way to winning the whole damn thing. Shakira was impressed, and after that, they became a couple. For years, it seemed like they were the perfect celebrity couple, hanging out, taking pictures, and getting all cozy. They even had 2 kids, Sasha and Milan. But in June of last year, they shockingly announced that they'd split I mean, I was still trying to process the whole thing when Shakira's infamous freestyle came in, where she took brutal digs at PK. Yes, it wasn't too cozy after all. Maybe PK should have taken a page from Beckham's book. When he did a celebrity artist, it was the best decision of life. In 1997, David Beckham was one of England's most promising stars, and in everything, the looks like hairline I wish I had, a wicked right foot. But something was missing from Beckham's left, a finest woman. Until he met as member of the popular girl band group Spice Girls Victoria. Their energy was strong, man. Maybe too strong, because United's legendary coach Sir Alex Ferguson accused Victoria of distracting him. Beckham couldn't stand to see his girl getting trashed, so in 2003 he moved to Madrid because of her. They started a family, and now 24 years later they're still going. They post snaps and photos of their life to keep us updated on Instagram regularly, and with a career-head of woman like that, Beckham had a win-win. There's just something about prop ballers and the female pop stars, because this next dude hooked up with a member of the popular girl band just like Beckham did, and it made him become an internet sensation. Alex Chamberlain's career might have had a bit of a nosedive in the last few years, but his love has been burned up to dirt. In 2017, rumors started circulating that Alex was seeing a mega pop star, but no one could figure it out yet, until one of his fans got curious, checked his followers and the tags on his Instagram page, and when they found out, it blew up everywhere. Pierre Edwards, she's a member of Lil Max. Yep, the power song with Stormzy. I admired. I realized a remix in my bathroom. But seriously, Alex and Pierre came open about their relationship in 2017, and they haven't looked back since. In 2021, they had a son named X. Real clever bro. And in 2022, they got engaged and probably planning a wedding sometime soon. Hopefully, Chamberlain makes this one work and doesn't end up like Jeremy, because this dude's relationship ruined his career. In 2017, Jeremy broke the news to his guys. They'd been seeing someone special. So, on the late nights after team practice, he'd sneak out and go on behind the scene dates, until he decided it was time to tell the entire world who he'd been hooking up with. And this one had just all in shock, because there was no way anyone could have seen it coming. Pamela Anderson. Bro, how do you manage that? Pamela is top Playboy model, and she must have cut Rumi's eyes from the beginning. Rumi was living the life, and even became a part of a French team that won the World Cup in 2018. Dude was striking gold in 2 different sports, but Rumi's time at the top didn't last long, because in 2019 Pamela called it off. After she accused him of cheating, Rumi denied the accusations, but the damage had already been done. He was even without a club for months before his tech choice gave him a chance. Now, Rumi is still balling, but is showed off for what he used to be. It's a shame, man. Maybe he should have taken dating more lessons from this next dude, and how he made his awkward situation become the life of his dreams. When Peter Crouch moved to Liverpool in 2006, everyone thought he was there to bang goals, but dude was playing GTA and had another side quest on hand, find a perfect woman. So one day after a game, he went to a local bar in the city to take a couple of shots. But these instincts were bang on, and when he spotted her from across the room, knew he'd found the woman of her dreams. Abby Clancy is a supermodel who finished as a runner-up of Britain's Next Top Model in 2006. And she left Crutch's stunned. They met a few more times, and they decided they'd gone on a vacation together to Sardinia to strengthen their relationship. But it almost cost them their lives. The anchor of the boat they were on got stuck in the middle of the sea storm. Thankfully, they both made it out alive, and no one got hurt. But after the days, just knew they were meant to be together, and started a family with 4 kids. You know who started a family with 4 kids? Cristiano Ronaldo. Our boys with Georgina Rodriguez. After meeting her at a Gucci store in Madrid, where she worked as a shop assistant, CR7 changed her life. Though, we're not gonna talk about Georgina Rodriguez because we talked before. If you want to see that video, click right here. Let's get back to our video. Yeah, but it wasn't always like that for Ronaldo, because the year before he met Georgina, he hooked up with some of the hottest women on the planet. Her boy was flexing before it became a thing. And you're not gonna believe who ranks on his battle list. In 2010, just before the start of Live World Cup, CR7 wasn't training because of the goals scored. He was banging somewhere else. See, Ronaldo and Russian supermodel Irina Shayk didn't even bother to hide the relationship. I mean, there was no point. CR7's the GOAT, and she's hot. I mean, come on. They did it for 5 years until they broke up in 2015. A lot of Ronaldo and Irina fans were disappointed because they thought she was the most popular girl Ronaldo's ever been with, until he dug deep and cut his sneaker links and bang! Ronaldo got busted because the photos started popping up and the secrets he'd been finding for years, they were finally out in the open. Right after Ronaldo secured the move from Manchester United to Real Madrid in 2009, he went out partying and hooked up with one of the most popular women on the planet, Paris Hilton. Although they got cozy for the night, it didn't go crazy, because as it turns out she rejected Ronaldo. He's too much of SS with flowers in his hair. The hell man, 14 years later, and I'm pretty sure she regrets that. But she still doesn't compare to some of the most popular women Ronaldo's hooked up with. And this one of the stunned entire universe, Kim Kardashian. Damn it, Ronaldo's living the life, man. In 2010, they were spotted enjoying a moment together. And you know Ronaldo, my boys always bring his game. So, maybe it was even more than that. But it didn't last. Kim went on to be with Kanye instead. Now, Ronaldo's been dating the models. But when his teammates saw the news in 2016, it was the biggest hookup of the century. Karim Benzema didn't just score goals, his drip off the pitch, insane. His fits and supercars are incredible, man. There's no way any woman's turning down Big Benz. In 2016, rumors started spreading that Benzema was seeing a top female artist, but it wasn't confirmed yet. Just a trend to get people's attention until pictures got leaked. And as people zoomed in it to get a closer look at the girl, her face reveal shut down social media. Rihanna? Wow! Benzema and Rihanna were spotted partying on a couple of occasions, and even held hands and danced together. It didn't continue for long, and Rihanna's now with A$AP Rocky. I wonder what would have happened if they stuck together though. Could have been the power couple of the century, or make Benzema a baby daddy. What's even crazier, that Messi never dated with other girls except Antonella. But Antonella did it, even when she was in a relationship with Messi. But Messi blessed him. Well, I talk about that in this video. Click and see more about them. Bye bye.